Hey guys, welcome to a beautiful weekend. And I have to say one thing, please accept my apologies for being away. I know I came back last week and I had to go back again. This is the reason I realized that we didn't have enough games to really get into the thick of things. So we were literally operating with just, I think, 15-20% of total available matches per day. And that's a disaster because when you deal with few matches, what that means is that you are more likely going to pick on games that these bookies will fix. And that was the biggest issue that we had. But thankfully now we are at a point where 40%, 40-50% of football matches and leagues have resumed, which is just amazing. And that gives us a lot more options than what we were dealt with previously. And as I keep saying, keep calm. If you're just joining the channel and you haven't won yet, please keep calm. I have people that have lots of subscribers that have been following for the past 2 years and they know how we do it. They know how we go on endless winning streaks on this YouTube channel. So keep calm, eh? Just keep calm. We've survived the hardest part, which was the last 1.5 months that we had to deal with unknown leaks and unknown teams. But thankfully, the story is right about to change. So, but in the meantime, let's still be very cautious because the top leagues haven't resumed yet. Leagues in Italy, especially their top division, Germany, England, France, those top teams that were able to, understand the nuances, their motivation, and the data behind them. They haven't resumed yet. We still have to deal with these secondary leagues and divisions. So, but this is going to be an amazing season. I promise you guys nothing but that. So today we have just three games for our two plus odds. And the first game we have is from the Belgium Jupiler League. We have Club Brugge and Cercle Brugge. So this is a game that historically produces goals. And we are talking about a Club Brugge team that has averaged a minimum of two or more goals every time they have played at home consistently. These guys have produced two or more goals 5 out of the last 5 times they've played their club friendly, and even when they came back from their season long break. Cercle Brugge, away from home, has also averaged a minimum of two goals away from home. They score and also concede. And when you look at their head to head shows that most times this is a fixture that produces goals. So the truth of the matter and why I'm going with this game is because these teams are just resuming. New players are back, new coaches, the desire to impress is going to be right there. So the energy is there as well. And that is why you should expect that it's going to be very competitive. It's going to be very competitive. Both teams will want to show themselves in 90 minutes. And already both teams have the pedigree for scoring and conceding whenever they play. And when you look at their standings, so the league just resumed. How many matches they've played? Twice, as you can see. And as you can see, these home team, Club Brugge, which is a team that is typically number one on the table, is sixth. I think they lost their first game also, or their last game. So they want to pick maximum points right now. Club Brugge has lost two matches in a row. Sorry, Cercle Brugge has lost two matches in a row, and they want to also pick maximum points today. So what am I saying? I expect both teams to be competitive and to score each other. So I'm going with the option of over two goals. I expect this fixture to produce over two goals in 90 minutes. And the odd for this game to produce over two goals is priced at 1.28. The next fixture we have is a game that involves Bolton and Plymouth. So this is League One, obviously. Okay. And when you look at Bolton, Bolton has played a number of friendly matches, and the last two friendly matches they've played has produced two or more goals. Okay. And generally speaking, when you look at their last couple of matches, the ones they played during the season, you realize that they didn't really play a game that ended 0-0. Most of their matches did produce two or more goals whenever they played. Plymouth away from home is also averaging 2.5 goals away from home, as you can see. And then you check their head to head analysis and you see that their last meeting, well, we don't have the most recent head to head, so this is until 2023. But they've met previously, I think, up and until 2024, even 2025, I think. So those meetings shows that this game did produce goals when they played. And this is going to be the first cup, literally their very first game. So as I said, excitement on both sides. Bolton has gotten new players. Plymouth has also gotten new players, and I think this Plymouth team was relegated from the championship. And usually, when these teams are relegated from the championship and they come onto League One, they usually come with anger, a lot of anger, and they usually play very well, try to get as many points as possible from day one to just climb back up to to the division they came from. So what I'm trying to say is Plymouth is definitely more superior. Bolton has been in this league and they want to prove a point as well. So there will be goals. There will definitely be goals in 90 minutes. And it's for this reason that I expect this game to produce two or more goals in 90 minutes. So what am I going with? I'm going with Bolton Wanderers and Plymouth to do over two goals in 90 minutes. Over two goals in 90 minutes is priced at 1.34. And then we have the last game, which is from the England League One, Peterborough and Luton. So this Peterborough team, uh, their last five matches have produced two or more goals whenever they've played. Luton got relegated, which is very, very shocking. They were relegated from the championship. And as I said, these teams, whenever they are relegated from a higher division, and by the way, Luton was once a Premier League team, I think just 3 or 4 seasons ago. Yeah, I think 3 seasons ago. And they've suffered two relegations. Actually, yeah, two relegations: Premier League relegation, Championship relegation, and they wouldn't want to go a step backwards. So they are now in League One, and they know they need to fight back up. They need to do everything possible to fight back, and I think that explains why their last friendly matches, the last five friendly matches they've played, the last four actually, they've won all of them, and in each of these games, they have scored one or more goals in each of these games. So, and Peterborough at home has also scored and conceded whenever they've played. So, 100%, this is a game that will produce goals. And when you look at their head to head, I think the last time they met was in 2022. You can see that they have scored and conceded every time that they have played. So this is a game that should produce goals in 90 minutes because Luton team relegated with a new challenge, with a new possibility of fighting back and returning to the championship. They want to take it with both hands. They wouldn't want to joke and they want to start from day one to gather points. And Petersburg also want to get a goal at home to, just stabilize in the league this season. So these are the matches I have for you. They give a total of 2+ odds for your benefits. New season, new energy, new enthusiasm, and I expect lots of goals as well from the teams stated. But again, as I said, there is no cause for alarm. The season hasn't even begun properly. So regardless of how the season goes, be convinced that we will do everything possible, especially when all these teams resume, to help you guys achieve parity, success, and profit this season. So stay calm. Don't invest too much now. Because I said we are still, actually, literally speaking, we are 2 weeks away from all the leagues resuming, including the Italian, German, English league. The English league and a few others should resume next weekend. So, but we are about 2 weeks away from all these other leagues coming back fully for us to benefit from. So, these are the matches. I wish you guys the very best with this run of games. Thank you very much for your time and see you people tomorrow.